Today, SAI News is about trust. Not trust as a slogan, but trust you can test, regulate, measure, and audit. OpenAI is training AI to attack AI systems before real attackers do. Australia is setting up a national office of AI. And Google Cloud is showing enterprises how to monitor Gemini usage at scale. The biggest story is OpenAI's GPT-Red, an automated red teaming model for prompt injection and agent security. Then Australia moves toward national AI standards covering data centers, copyright, and AI training. Finally, Google Cloud turns Gemini enterprise governance into a BigQuery analytics workflow. Let's start with OpenAI. On July 15th, OpenAI published a safety post called GPT-Red, Unlocking Self-Improvement for Robustness. The idea is simple, but important. Red teaming means trying to break a system before attackers do. An AI that can include prompt injection, data exfiltration, malicious tool calls, or instructions hidden inside web pages, emails, files, and code repositories. OpenAI says human red teaming is still important, but it does not scale fast enough for increasingly capable AI agents. So it trained GPT-Red, an internal automated red teaming model that searches for vulnerabilities and generates adversarial examples for training stronger models. What is confirmed is the OpenAI publication itself. OpenAI says GPT-Red was trained through self-play reinforcement learning and used to improve GPT 5.6. It also reports benchmark gains, including fewer prompt injection failures. Those numbers are OpenAI's published claims, not independent verification. Why it matters? This matters because AI agents are becoming connected to real tools. They can browse the web, read files, use apps, write code, and trigger actions. That creates a new attack surface. A malicious instruction hidden in a document or web page could try to make an agent leak data or perform the wrong action. For ordinary viewers, this is the security side of the agent revolution. If AI is going to help with serious work, it has to resist instructions from untrusted content. GPT-Red shows one possible path. Use AI systems to find weaknesses in other AI systems before those weaknesses reach users. The second story comes from Australia. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and ministers announced that Australia will establish an office of AI inside the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet. The government also plans Australian standards for AI, building on its data center expectations. The announcement says large data centers would face rules around power supply, connection costs, reducing power when the grid needs support, and water efficiency. It also says the Office of AI is effective immediately, while the broader standards are expected to be considered by National Cabinet in August and legislated early next year. There is also a copyright angle. The government says Australian writers, artists, and journalists should retain ownership over their work, and that no company should use Australian creative works to train AI without the artist's control. What is confirmed is the official July 15th media release from the Prime Minister of Australia and the Department of Industry, Science and Resources. The details are policy plans, not finished law yet. Why it matters? This matters because AI regulation is getting practical. The debate is no longer only about whether models are safe in the abstract. It is about power grids, water use, local approvals, creative rights, and national control over AI infrastructure. For AI companies, this could affect where data centers are built and how training projects are approved. For creators, it could shape licensing and compensation debates. For regular users, it is a reminder that AI is becoming physical infrastructure with local costs and political consequences. The third story is from Google Cloud. Google published a guide on how to analyze and govern Gemini enterprise app usage at scale with BigQuery. This is an enterprise story, but it is more interesting than it sounds. When companies roll out AI assistants across an organization, they need to answer basic questions. Who is using it? Which teams are building agents? What files are being grounded into responses? Are safety filters being triggered? Is usage creating measurable value? Google's post describes routing Gemini enterprise telemetry into BigQuery using cloud logging log syncs and analytics exports. It names use cases like adoption tracking, compliance audits, grounding file analysis, safety alert investigation, and executive dashboards. What is confirmed is the Google Cloud blog post dated July 15th. This is not a consumer Gemini feature. It is aimed at administrators, security teams, IT leaders, and enterprise data teams. Why it matters? This matters because enterprise AI is moving from let's try a chatbot to how do we govern thousands of employees using AI every day? Businesses need observability. They need logs, dashboards, compliance workflows, and proof that AI usage is helping rather than creating risk. For professionals, this means the AI workplace is becoming measurable. For companies, it means the next stage of AI adoption may be less about flashy demos and more about governance, telemetry, and return on investment. Today's pattern is clear. AI is entering its accountability phase. OpenAI is trying to automate safety testing. Australia is building national AI rules. Google Cloud is helping companies audit enterprise AI usage. That may sound less dramatic than a new chatbot model, but it is what happens when a technology becomes important enough to rely on. The next phase of AI is not just smarter systems. It is systems that can be tested, governed, and trusted. Which story do you think matters most? OpenAI, GP2Red, Australia, Office of AI, or Google's Gemini governance tools? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for your daily AI